Hey you guys, what's up? It's the Anime Blaze coming to you with another video, that is right. And it's been a good while since I've actually made an anime-related video on this channel. I've been kind of busy with my own personal life, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have been. But, I wanted to do something anime-related. I don't really have time to make anime reviews right now like I really want to, or put effort into doing, but I have had a chance to actually watch some seasonal anime. Now, for those of you guys who are new to the channel and don't really know too much about me, I don't really watch seasonal anime too much, just because of the fact, for me personally, that most of the time the shows don't really stick with me. I don't really like a lot of the shows that come out most of the time, and that's just me personally. I tend to watch what I would like to watch when I want to watch it, and and a lot of the time seasonal anime really doesn't click with me. It's a lot of them I don't really enjoy. However, this time is one of those times that I actually enjoy some of the shows that came out. One of those shows that came out was Shimoneta, or pretty much in the English title for this, just to sum up so you guys can know what it means. I'm not going to read the whole Japanese title, but I'm assuming most of you guys speak English. Uh, the title of the show is Shimoneta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. That's Anime titles are getting too long nowadays, and you just can't help but to write it down. Sorry, but yeah, this show, man, was like really hilarious, and like I don't really know where to start, but I guess I'm going to start with the plot so you guys can kind of know where I'm going with this. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to be completely like open here and transparent so you guys can know Wikipedia will be used for at least part of this because it's a lot of information. I want to summarize it as easily as possible, and names come up and yada yada. So, Shimoneta pretty much takes place in the world. Shimoneta pretty much takes place in an alternate universe, an alternate world of Japan, where dirty jokes and euphemisms for everything have pretty much been outlawed. You can be jailed, prisoned, all this other stuff. And this is where you enter the character, if I remember correctly, if I'm reading this correctly, Tanukichi Okuma, who is the guy who graduated from middle school with below standard moral code, or below par moral standards. And he's like, okay, his father used to be one of these guys who used to go around telling euphemisms and jokes for all these different things. And he's trying to break apart from that and be like, okay, I know I have a good knowledge of all the stuff that's going on. I have good knowledge of the dirty jokes. I'm not going to say it, but I just want to live a normal life, get my moral standards up there, and I'm going to hang out with this girl that I knew from my childhood, who I look up to, he looks up to, quote unquote, pretty much just likes her, has a crush on her, wants to follow her to high school so, he can, I guess, be close to her and everything like that. However, Tanukichi is the main character, is roped into the student council of, and he agrees to this thing of hunting down this terrorist who is telling euphemisms and jokes to all the students who shouldn't know any of these things because they say so and it's the law, and it could bring a bad reputation to the school and upon her if they can't catch her. So he agrees to it blindly just because it's her. And, he goes and hangs out with this girl that he meets with glasses, who is named Ayame Kajo, who you find out within the first episode that she is the said terrorist spreading the dirty jokes and the rumors and all this stuff around the school. And in some way or another, she winds up blackmailing Takunichi. If I'm reading this correctly again, yes, no, Tanukichi. I'm just gonna start saying main character. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna she pretty much blackmails the main character into helping her with a lot of things that she does. And on top of that, he's just like, you know what? All right, fine, I'll do it anyway, just because. What else? But from there, I guess the show pretty much is going to take off. I've only seen the first episode, but I imagine that the show is just going to get funnier and funnier and funnier. Now, what did I think about this show? In a lot of ways, this show just gives me it just brought laughs and brought a big smile and grin across my face because comedy in anime, and a lot of times it's easy to pull off. I mean, sometimes it's hard to pull off because, you know, different culture differences and everything like that. But this is one of those shows that really made me laugh, right along with Maria Holic, Sergeant Frog, Crayon Shinchan, and a lot of other stuff that came out. Because it just the fact that it's willing to pull out all the stops and tell dirty jokes like this. Yeah, it's just funny that they're willing to do those kind of things and just pull out all the stops and use euphemisms for everything. Like the group that they're calling themselves, instead of sex, they're calling socks. Socks. Come on. And as lame as that may seem, I thought it was hilarious. And that's just my sense of humor, like, in a nutshell. It's just simple, stupid letters replacing blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I really thought the show was interesting on top of that, of just the creativity that went into the show. I like the fact that this, in a lot of ways, this show is kind of like a social commentary on Japan. And the reason I say that is because I've watched different videos of guys from like the US or different countries going to Japan and just experiencing the cultures for themselves, and have pretty much concluded with, and I guess this fits in with Japan in general, is just with their society, anything sexual in nature, jokes, euphemisms, anything like that, is pretty much kind of taboo in their society. So this show kind of takes into the perspective of like, okay, the next step of this would be the outlaws of that, of try to get the moral society or the moral standards for people back up there to the point of where it's like, okay, we're going to handle this thing. And I really like the way that the creators of the show, and I guess the light novel or the manga or wherever this show originated from, I really like how that played into the effects of how they did things. And I should also mention, while the whole time I'm watching the show, like with all the random, somewhat simple dirty jokes and just euphemisms, just everything that was going across the screen and everything, I don't know why, but I just expected this to come up.
These nuts. Got him!
And yeah, I know it's old, and it's been used before, and everybody's just kept replaying that same joke on every single YouTube video and compilation video I've ever seen, but I couldn't help but feel that this joke would fit somewhere into the show. But that's just what I think. So in the comment section below, tell me what you guys think about Shimoneta. Do you think it's going to be a really good show? I've seen different screenshots of different episodes, and it just seems like it's going to get funnier and funnier as it progresses and everything. So what do you guys think about the show so far? For those of you guys who are in like episodes 3, 4, farther ahead than I am, what do you guys think about it? Is it going to get, is it funnier? Is it going to get cooler? Well, let me know all that stuff in the comment section below. And I should also mention that I'm not going to be doing episode reviews of the show, because the kind of way that I do episode reviews is a little bit different from other people. I kind of do, group episodes where I watch 3 or 4 episodes and give my complete thoughts on a lot of the different stuff that's happening. And it somewhat changes a little bit with the way that I do it, but that's the main way I really try to do things with new anime that's coming out. So yeah, there's that. Also, I've been watching a lot of Dragonaut The Resonance, so you might see a review on that, maybe, if I can get to it. Anyway, guys, with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out, saying never doubt your capabilities, because you never know what you might be able to do, and I will see you guys in whatever it may be happening that I decide to do later. Oh yeah, check this out.
Come and take a ride and step inside a young inspiring mind. Lyric genius like a snowflake, holding like no other kind. Bold italicized, I'm pro and going for that local grind. After global shine, evolving like the humankind. Moving faster than a speeding bullet, shooting through a riff in time. Music soothing, hella coolin', aloe vera metric rhymes. Slicing metrics exercise, that's my demons exercise. Testing for success, no less, now let me hear you testify. This is my expression of villainy, bring depression to enemies. Teach a lesson, no stressing, investing into my energy. Best of best.